A new school year means a fresh start. For families that are looking for a new path to help their child succeed, K-12 could be the perfect fit. K-12 powered schools offer tuition-free, accredited, online public education for students in kindergarten through 12th grade. They know learning isn't one size fits all and will meet your child where they are. K-12 has been a leader in online education for over 25 years. They provide everything a student needs to feel safe, motivated, and thrive in their learning environment. With flexible education options tailored to each child's needs, interests, and goals for the future. K-12's dedicated teachers are trained in virtual instruction and provide real-time support. Plus, students will belong to a vibrant online community with opportunities for extracurricular activities to help them connect with peers and explore interests, all in a setting that works for your family. See how K-12-powered schools can help unlock your child's full potential. Enroll online today at k12.com/FWD. That's the letter K, the number 12.com/FWD. K12.com/FWD.
Yay Networks.
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. It's a podcast starring Alan Evans, my husband and podcast co-host.
Hey, Trade in the house.
And me, I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans, mixing things up with the intro. I threw you off.
Yeah, you threw me off.
You got to be ready. You got to keep you on your toes.
I'm very discombobulated.
I know. You got a lot of new things happening.
Yeah.
You're very stressed. You're a little sweaty. But
Am
it's okay.
Am I sweaty?
Sweaty, but not funky.
I'm sweaty.
It's more important to keep the funk in check. But yeah, Alan's been trying to do a lot of new things in the office, rearrange things, actually. It looks really nice. It's amazing what just shifting a little furniture around can do for the feel of a room.
Why don't you paint a visual picture? What are we talking about?
We've been broadcasting from your office
for the orifice
for 6 years now.
Oh yeah, I think so.
And
yeah.
it's always been pretty much the same.
Just be
same
honest.
Setup.
Just be honest.
What?
It's horrible.
It wasn't horrible.
It
was
looked
just
horrible.
the same setup. So Alan decided, let's put a little bit of effort because we do have a loyal, faithful crew who likes to tune in to our YouTube channel to watch us record the podcast live. It's the 40 faithful, give or take. But people do often go back and watch the podcast later on YouTube in addition to listening to it stream wherever you get your favorite podcast. But Alan's like, we need to maybe make it look a little nicer. So he ordered all these lights. I feel like I am in a TV studio right now, but because of the layout of the room, he's had to shift some furniture around. He's gotten mood lighting. He's lit candles up in here. It's very professional, Alan.
Kind of reminds you of the first time you rolled in my apartment, the compartment. You rolled
when
up
there. I thought
there.
you were gay. Why does this remind you of being gay?
Well, it doesn't remind me of being gay.
That's what happened
because
the first time I went in your apartment.
Because I'm not gay, number one. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay.
But I mean,
but
how is this like that, though?
I'm just saying, when you went into my apartment, you said the same thing. You're like, wow, it looks really nice in here. And then, are you gay? And I'm like, well, no, I'm not.
Well,
I have an eye for things, right?
An eye for things, yeah. Well, sometimes a girl needs to ask those questions early on in a relationship. It can save a lot of drama later. But anyway, Alan, not gay, but
Right.
His office looks really good now. And this is our new studio set up, subject to change.
Yeah. Everything I learned about setting this up, I was telling Kelly, I learned on the YouTube. And I started from square one. I didn't know, okay, if you're going to film a YouTube video in an office, a small office, this office is, what is this, 14 by 10 or something?
Don't ask me measurements.
12 by 10. It's not a big room. But
do you trust a man with measurements?
They all said to use a corner as a backdrop because it gives your room depth.
Yeah, it really has made a difference.
So that was tip number one. Tip number two was get your lights in check. So had to buy some lights on the Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing this on a shoestring budget.
When did they tell you to light aromatherapy candles?
Well, the candles are just for fun. Those
Just a
are
nice touch.
Yeah, those
Does
are
smell nice in
those
here.
are just to make it
does.
to make it homey.
But not gay.
Does it feel homey?
Very homey. Anyway, no, he did a great job. I'm
Thank
very,
you.
very proud of him
Thank
for
you.
making the effort, because if you're going to do something, make it pretty.
Right.
Why not?
Yes.
Right? Put a little effort
Exactly.
into it. Speaking of making it pretty, Alan and I are going to be making it pretty tomorrow, because for the first time in about, well, let's see, how long have we done this podcast? We're coming up on 7 years.
2017.
Coming up on 7 years. For the first time in 7 years, we're going to take a few pictures, like their promo photos, not just for A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I'm also going to be taking pictures with my Love Letters to Kelly
Love letters. Love letters to Kelly.
podcast co-host, Robert Ailments.
Stop talking.
And for the first time in about 10 years, I'm doing pictures with the Kid Craddock Morning Show.
Nationally syndicated.
So these are pictures that we're probably going to be using for the next decade. So we're getting all gussied up. There's a studio. We've got a hard out. We've got to get in, get it done, get out from this studio in the heart of Dallas, Texas. And we've got a makeup artist coming. We've got a stylist who's going to be styling the photo shoot. And let me just tell you guys, that stylist pierced my soul.
Why?
So she is a
She came over,
wonderful
but
stylist.
but
Her
I
name
wasn't
is
here.
Alex Cohen.
What happened?
Hashtag not an ad. She's not paying me. I'm just telling you, but she's great. You can follow her on Instagram. She's really great. She's styled people for award shows. She's now the head something for this fashion institute in Dallas. It's called FIG or something. Anyway, she's really good.
Fig?
It stands for something.
Oh, Fashion Institute.
Gallery or something, or group. Maybe it's group.
Okay.
Something like that. Anyway, she's a big deal. So she came over to my house, to our house, and Alan was out, and Alan said, just, because guys don't care. He's like, just tell her to point at a few things and I'll wear them. So I told her my sizes and everything, and I was very honest. This is a time, ladies, when you cannot lie, because you got to be wearing clothes that look good on camera. I can't be telling her what I wish I was. I had to tell her, okay, these are my sizes. And she comes over to see what I have to work with, but then she brings a rack of things that she could suggest, right?
Oh, she brought stuff.
A whole rack.
Did she bring guy stuff?
Thank the Lord. No, because she said she was probably just going to go through your closet because really it's more about me.
Right.
Right.
T-shirts.
Because guys just need he's got like a blazer and he's got jeans and stuff like
Well,
that.
she literally picked out a pair of jeans and a white T-shirt.
Right. Because she's keeping a neutral palette, something that's not too trendy, because, in 2 or 3 years, the whole style thing could change. So it's pretty, neutral classics.
Yeah,
okay. So she says, well, first things first, let's go look through your closet. I have never been more embarrassed.
Why?
About my clothing before. I think my clothes are fine, but not for a photo shoot. I'm not being self-deprecating. This is just the truth. My comfort color is black. And so when you go into my closet,
Comfort.
it is a sea of blackness and not a lot.
A sea of what?
Blackness. It's just dark. It's black and just black. And so there's a few little pops of color here, because I have to do things for the American Heart Association and their signature, wear red, the red campaign, Go Red for Women. So I have a couple of pops of red. I have some blue, but it's just like drab, drab, drab. And she's literally just something. She doesn't even bother. When you're looking at a rack at Nordstrom Rack and you can kind of tell from a sleeve something hanging out, you're like, I'm not even bothering looking at this. She went through my entire closet and pulled out exactly one thing, because she pulled out this silvery gray metallic pleated skirt. And she didn't pull out, I guess she didn't see it stuck back in there, this denim shirt I have, because she actually brought a denim shirt for me to look at. And I said, I already have one. So I went and got it for her to look at. And that was it. That's the only things she could use in my closet. Not necessarily, she was trying to make me feel, but I was like, man, my wardrobe sucks. Because, if you're like me, I'm with COVID, menopause, up and down on the weight, sometimes you just go to the mall or the Nordstrom Rack or whatever, you just buy whatever fits. You don't even care. You just need something and you're desperate and you just buy anything. So I've got a closet full of that stuff that doesn't bring me joy. It gives me anxiety because when I pull those things out, it reminds me of the panic that I had when I bought it, that I was just getting it to have something that zipped or covered up, and I don't feel good in it. So, Alan, you might have to work with me a little bit. I'm going to have to go invest in some more pieces for my closet based on my experience.
Why? We're not going to do another photo shoot for 10 years.
It's not about just a photo shoot, but the world is your runway,
but if
how you present yourself to the world.
But if you have
you need to feel good about yourself and the clothes you wear. And if I'm pulling out a dress with a big elastic smocked waistband only because I was desperate for something to wear when I was hosting a baby shower for Laura and I needed something blue, and so I have this dress that kind of makes me sad because I just had to have something because it fit. Why do I want to wear that again? Honey.
But if you have a sea of blackness in your closet, I have a feeling all you're going to do is go out and buy some more black stuff.
No, I can buy. No, I could try. But she also told me,
you can try. What does that mean?
If you're doing a photo shoot, there's certain things you should avoid. I didn't think about it.
You wear red and I wear green.
Well, unless we're doing a Christmas family.
Well,
photo.
you wouldn't throw you in a whole red ensemble anyway.
Well, I look good in certain shades of red, like I did at
I thought when you have red hair, you're not supposed to wear all red.
You can wear certain shades of red.
Oh.
But anyway, like, for instance, I don't think I look good in white or tan because I think it washes me out. And she was saying, no, with the right hair and makeup and jewelry, you can actually pull it off. And she put me in an outfit. I'm like, you're right. It looked good. But like for a photo shoot, this is just for any ladies. If you're wearing like a white shirt, you shouldn't wear pockets on the breasts. It should be just a plain front. So because the pockets draw attention and sometimes they sag and it's not really a good clean look for a photo shoot.
Well, I've heard
stuff like that.
I've heard at some photo shoots you want to draw attention to the breasts.
That's not the type of photo shoot this will be. But so, like with a white shirt, I need something a little bit more tailored, a crisp collar, no pockets on the bosom. They were also fitting me in, right now a wide leg trouser is very trendy.
Yeah.
Why'd you kind of laugh at that?
Because I've not seen you in a wide-legged trouser.
Well, you did when I went to the American Heart Association lunch. Those black pants I wore that I got at the swap party that still had the tags on them from Ann Taylor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was one.
So, okay.
So anyway, it just made me think, I need to maybe put just a little bit more effort into the way I look every day. And it's so silly, but like when we do our bucket list and stuff, not every year, but I always I need to learn to accessorize more. I need to try accessorizing more just with jewelry and belts and accessories because it does change the way. I don't know if it works the same for you, Alan, but I know for only speaking for myself as a female, when I dress better, I put some effort, I feel better.
Yeah,
it affects
for sure.
It affects the way I face the day. If something, bad happens, I don't take it nearly as bad as if I'm wearing a schlumpy sweatsuit, no bra, and I'm caught out running to Costco with my hair in a messy ponytail and no makeup, apologizing to people when I run into them and they recognize me.
Well, maybe I should put in more of an effort because I'm a big t-shirt, hat, jeans, Vans guy. And
that's a good look for you.
And I used to wear, fancy jeans, but now I don't care. I just wear the Levi's.
Well, the difference for guys though is you can wear a baseball hat and you still seem somewhat polished. I have to do the hair and the makeup and all of it. And anyway, it doesn't matter. My point is I'm just going to try to put more effort into the way I dress.
Okay, so for me, she picked out a pair of jeans, a white t-shirt, a dark
grayish black.
What do you call it? Shacket. And then I have a fly camel blazer.
It's beautiful. And she said,
that thing is fly. I got that from the Banana Republic. Gosh, I don't know, early 2000s, but it's still, that thing is nice.
Well, she basically said that jeans and t-shirt and shacket look was like your blueprint,
My blueprint?
Yeah, for like that's the ensemble like she's going for you. She said you can pull a couple of your other t-shirts as long as they're kind of neutral and bring that leather jacket.
I'm still not clear on the footwear.
I've got, she showed me which ones. They're up top. I can show you which ones to bring. She
What are
wanted
they?
like your black like lace up boots, kind of the ankle
Black?
boots, the black ones. And then that's not with your leather jacket. That's with the shacket.
Oh.
look. And then I thought you could bring your brown. She called them a word, but I can't remember the name of the style. But I know
Riding
which ones they
boots?
are. No, it's the name of a boot, but I can't remember what it's called.
Chukkas?
No, it's like a boot. It's like the Londoner or something.
Cowboy?
No, it's called something. I just can't remember the name of it. It's a style of boot. You have it. I just can't remember the name of it.
Well, what is it?
Anyway, I can't remember the name, but I can point at it.
Engineer?
No, it's a leather booty kind of thing.
Do we need to just keep going through all the boot styles?
You'll never ever say it.
It's
so
a
it doesn't
booty
matter.
style?
It's like a booty. It's like an ankle boot, like a little brown.
Well, now I'm curious what it is.
It's a famous style of boot, like British people wear.
Good eye, mate. Did she like my stuff?
Yeah, she said, all you have is a sea of t-shirts. And
What'd you think?
she didn't want you to bring.
What'd you think of the Ed Hardy collection?
You don't have a lot of Ed Hardy.
Oh, they were hidden. They're all in the back.
Oh, I was thinking Robert
Graham?
Robert Graham.
No. The Ed Hardy collection.
She didn't really look at that. She just kind of saw the sea of t-shirts from the side, and she could tell. But she didn't want you to bring something with a lot of print and pattern.
Yeah, right. You don't wear.
Anyway,
typically,
there's that. So we're doing a photo shoot tomorrow.
Typically, don't wear logos when you're on TV.
And so that's what I've got to deal with. I've got to wash my hair, tan my legs, and y'all, my eyelids are so puffy. I already texted the makeup artist Janine. You remember Janine from the wedding? She did my wedding makeup. I told her she's gonna have to work some of her makeup magic on my eyelids. They're so puffy.
Why is it always for me before a wedding, a big birthday, a photo shoot, some kind of video you're going to do, I always sprout up a freaking Mount Vesuvius on the side of my head.
Where?
Right here.
Yeah.
See it?
Well, you'll just have to turn.
Think Janine can powder that down?
Well, just make sure you're photographed from the left.
She's going to need to. So you're admitting it doesn't look good.
Well, it's a big bump up
She's
there.
going to need to bring a cold compress to push that thing down. I don't
I've
know
got
why
one.
it. Golly.
Quit touching it.
That's why it won't go away, because I keep touching it. It's real. I don't know.
Did you put anything on it? Like
Yeah, I put that
Clearasil
Oxy stuff on it.
Yeah.
The last 3 nights, I nuked it, and it's still there.
Well, you keep touching it, and you've got your greasy hat band sitting on it. So there's that.
Maybe I'll try to make it explode tonight.
Oh God. Well, at least something will be exploding tonight.
Okay, all right.
All right. I'm not going to transition into that, but I will have to tell you about an uncomfortable incident I had while out walking the dogs. Very awkward exchange with a woman passing by me in her vehicle.
Did you know this woman?
I think I'm supposed to know her. I think it's one of our neighbors I'm supposed to know.
Okay.
But you know how it is when you see a neighbor in their driveway or in their front yard, you recognize them in that moment because they are in their driveway or their yard. Oh, that's my neighbor that lives in that house. I've never known their name before, but I know that's my neighbor. But when you run into that person, like at the grocery store or the library, you'll walk right past them because you don't recognize them because they're out of the normal routine, right? So I think she obviously has to be one of our neighbors because she was
which
driving.
one? We know every
I
neighbor.
think she's back there, back over there. But she was driving in our neighborhood, which would lead to me believing she's one of our neighbors.
Describe the vehicle.
I don't remember, honey. You know I don't pay attention to that.
What, the color of the vehicle?
Couldn't tell you.
Oh, my goodness.
Because it was so horrifying. I almost blacked out. I just can't even remember. But
Okay.
first, I will have to say my sweet best friend since 5th grade, Tommy Jean.
Tommy Jean.
She's coming to town for my birthday on April 13th. I'm very excited. And then the very next day, we're going to be celebrating my nephew Ezra, my great nephew Ezra's birthday on the 14th, even though his birthday's not actually on the 14th. His birthday's on the 12th, I believe. Anyway, he's going to be 1. And I absolutely love spoiling my great nephew. He's my very first one, and I want to give him the best of everything. And that includes the cutest baby clothes. And I have found those online at Kellie Lane, which I'm so proud to have as a sponsor of our podcast now. Kellie Lane zipper footy onesies are so adorable. They've got the cutest patterns and prints, but they're also not only extremely soft, they're functional. They have this full-length zipper that makes getting your baby dressed or, changed with diaper changes really quick and simple because the footy stays in place. You don't have to take the whole thing off to change baby. And they've got the cutest baseball onesie right now, Alan. I know we're very excited about the Texas Rangers. It's called the Home Run Design.
Nice.
I'm going to go get that for him.
Nice.
Anyway, Kellie Lane has the best personalized baby clothes and baby items. Pretty much they can personalize anything you can think of, whether it's a t-shirt, a puzzle, blanket, swaddle. And, Kellie Lane was started in 2005 by a single mom who wanted to create better, cuter clothes and accessories and keepsakes for her kids. And now Kellie Lane's mission is to make all moms' lives easier and great aunts too. That shows up in the way they design clothes, extra zips, extra snaps to make outfit changes quick and easy. If you're thinking about summer already, they've got a new swim collection already available. It keeps your baby's skin safe and your little ones with UPF 50 plus sun protection swimwear that blocks 98% of those harmful rays and cuts down on the fights you have with the kids over sunscreen. Oh, that's so frustrating. And best of all, they have premium quality matching swimsuits for the whole family. And of course, Kellie Lane's famous for their matching pajama sets. They've got the cutest sets for Easter. And if you have older kids, check out their Color Me pajama sets. They're basically coloring books your kids wear to bed, and they come with machine washable markers. Your kids will love those, make great gifts.
Kellie Lane is your one-stop shop for all your newborn, infant, and toddler apparel. Head to KellieLane.com/sandwich20 and use code sandwich20 for 20% off your order. Once again, that's KellieLane.com/sandwich20. CADENLANE.com/sandwich20 for 20% off, and make sure you use our promo code sandwich20 so they know we sent you.
And that's Kellie Lane with a C, just to double
Just
make
like
sure.
I spelled it, CADENLANE.com.
Thank you, Kellie Lane.
Yeah, we love Kellie Lane.
You are going to love Legacy Box. Becoming a parent changes how you look at memories. While we're savoring and saving every moment with our kids, suddenly you start to realize a lot of important memories from our childhood. They're trapped on VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, photo albums, crammed into boxes labeled "Do Not Throw Away" and shoved into an attic. Those are at risk of being destroyed by heat, moisture, disaster, time. And once they're gone, they're gone. That's why you need Legacy Box now. They're the world's largest digitizer of home movies and photos. And the process is so simple. They send you a Legacy Box and you fill it up with old VHS tapes, pictures, film reels, slides, DVDs, whatever you've got. Their team in Tennessee carefully digitizes it all by hand. They send you back the originals plus digital files on the cloud or a thumb drive. Ordering a Legacy Box is one of the best things I've done for my family, because now instead of just telling my kids about that crazy vacation I took to the mountains when I was a kid, I get to show them and relive it with them. And right now, during Legacy Box's Father's Day sale, you can save big while preserving your family's history. Visit legacybox.com/sandwich to get started today. That's legacybox.com/sandwich. It's the little things that make a big difference in how I feel. Now, for me right now, it's about stretching. I didn't realize how stiff I was until I started doing it. I love when I can stretch a little further than before. It makes me feel refreshed when I'm done. And a little makeup refresh can make all the difference too with Thrive Cosmetics, my go-to clean makeup routine year-round. Now, of course, their brilliant eye brightener and Stella champagne is always in my makeup bag. Actually, I need to reorder more. I'm almost out. But it comes in 32 shades, and the Shenna Mint Green Shimmer looks really fun for summer. Their Empower Matte Precision Lipstick Crayon, it's really amazing. It gives you a beautiful color that lasts without feeling dry. They have 18 buildable shades, and I love the Dusty Rose Kaisa color. I think that's how you pronounce it. But the best part, for every product you buy, Thrive donates products and funds to help communities thrive. So far, they've given over $150 million in products and cash to over 600 giving partners. This is beauty with purpose. Amplify your summer look with Thrive Cosmetics. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich for an exclusive 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich.
Very, very brief spring break review.
And then I'll tell my embarrassing story.
Oh, yeah, you teased that.
Alan was so intrigued by my embarrassing, mortifying, I almost passed out in the street story that he just forgot.
Yeah, no. Let's do yours first. I thought we were segueing to something else, but I forgot you didn't finish your story. Finish the story, and then we'll do a brief, very brief spring break review.
Because it was so eventful, it won't take long. All right, so I'm out walking the dogs, and I listen to my favorite podcasts, including A Sandwich and Some Lovin', while I'm walking the dogs. And so a lot of times when I'm just walking the dogs, and I always smile at people who are passing by me, but every once in a while people will be talking, and I'm like, take the earbud out. Excuse me, I'm sorry, are you talking to me? And I try to make it look obvious that I'm wearing earbuds because I don't want people to think I am rude if they speak to me and I don't speak. So I like pull my hair back so you can see I'm wearing this bright red earbud. I can't hear what you're saying. So anyway, I'm walking the dogs, and this woman is driving towards me. You know, I'm walking on the left side of the street, so she's walking towards me, and she stops and rolls down her passenger side window and is talking to me like that.
You think it's going to be a drive-by?
No, she didn't like she was going to kill me. She's just leaning out, and she's like, hey. She said, you waited on my son. No, my son waited on you. My son waited on you. Her son apparently is a server, right?
Okay.
And she said, my son waited on you. I said, oh, really? I said, oh, that's so funny. She goes, yeah, he said you couldn't stop winking at him the whole time. I said, really? She goes, yeah. She said, you winked at him the whole time. And I was talking to my co-host on the Kid Craddock Morning Show, and they said, yeah, you wink all the time. Do you notice me winking all the time?
I don't.
Apparently, I wink all the time.
At everyone but me,
Everybody but you, I guess.
Right,
yes.
Right.
And then Trey, our producer, said, yeah, he said one of the best memories he has is of me comforting him by winking at him. He'd gone on the air when he had first started on the Kid Craddock Morning Show, and it's live, but thank the Lord we have a little delay for reasons such as this. He dropped like the F-bomb and totally panicked, and Kid was still alive at the time, and so he thought Kid was going to kill him. Of course, there's a delay and everything. He panicked, and he said, I looked over at him, and I mouthed, it's going to be okay. And I winked at him. And he said he immediately felt at peace about that. And so apparently, I guess I wink at people when I feel like it's okay. You're doing fine. So maybe the waiter, all I could think of is maybe he was having a bad day and I kept winking at him. But I'm like horrified that this mother thinks I'm trying to pick up her 20-something-year-old or maybe even younger kid who's waiting on me. And if they did think I was trying to pick him up, now I'm offended because he didn't give me his phone number. There's twofold here.
All right, a couple of things. Well, three things. I have three things. Number one, this is becoming a pattern with you.
What, winking at waiters?
Looking, winking, being lecherous towards young boys?
Not.
Young men?
No, it's not. Anna said I do it to her. I just do it all the time. Like I'll say something if I'm joking, I'll wink, or if I'm like, it's okay.
There's a track record and there's precedence. Travis Gullidge, that whole bit.
I wasn't winking at Travis Gullidge.
You were being lecherous looking at his pictures.
No, I was trying to build him up to my daughter.
Okay.
I was selling him to my daughter.
I'm just saying there is a pattern.
That's not a pattern. That's me building up my friend's cute son for my cute daughter.
Number two, people say you wink at them because they feel like you're trying to comfort them.
Yeah, like it's just like it's okay.
Okay. My question would be, as your husband,
you don't need comforting.
Why have I never seen a wink ever? Ever?
Alan, let me tell you this. I have told you before, and you better remember this. I've told you I love it when you wink at me.
Well, see, I don't wink at everybody. I save those for a perfect occasion.
We would be, when we used to be, courting each other in our early stages of love and marriage. When we got married, y'all, we would go out every day together. I'd come home. We'd go eat. We gained the newlywed 20 together. We were happy and going out every day to eat lunch. We'd drink cocktails on the patio. We'd go out at night. And when Alan would just, for no reason, he would look across me with his bourbon in front of him. And I'd be sitting across from him with my martini. And he would just wink at me. I would just melt. I cannot tell you the last time you winked at me.
Give you the A.E. Smolder, huh?
It was very sexy.
Cause a little
you haven't winked at me. I can't tell you. So don't you be fussing at me about not winking at you.
What
I told you it turned me on.
What did you say? When I winked at you, it did what?
Made me melt into a puddle.
A puddle, huh? And I had a number.
And why would you not want me to feel that?
Well, I would, but
see, I'm not conscious of my winking, so I don't feel like you need comforting from me, apparently, because I'm not winking at you like that, and I'm not winking flirtatiously with these people. Otherwise, I think that'd be kind of creepy, right? But but you winking at me is sweet and flirtatious, and I love it. But you don't do it. And now you can't do it for a long time because it's like, you never bring me flowers, and the next day you show up with flowers. It doesn't count.
And I thought I had a number 3, but I forgot.
You don't?
No, I forgot.
My lecherous winking?
It is very lecherous.
But it's not.
So what did she say? What was the outcome?
I was like,
that was it?
Ha, 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 ha. Because I've got the dogs there, and so I just like, okay, thanks, bye. What am I supposed to say to that?
That's not too bad.
I'm winking at her son.
But you still don't.
But it was.
But you still don't know who it was.
But it was momentous enough for him to come home and tell his mother about it.
Well, yeah. I mean, if I was in a restaurant and I was waiting on somebody, or I was in there and a famous regional radio star winked at me, I'd probably tell everybody I knew.
Repeatedly. The entire meal, apparently. I don't know. That's it. That's my whole story.
No, that was a good one, babe. That's a good one. This is definitely.
It was?
This is becoming a pattern. Oh,
Your pattern of 2.
Speaking of patterns, you told me the other night. Okay, so this is a pattern. We've got Travis Gullidge and we've got the unidentified waiter that you've winked at and were lecherous with. So that's 2. We'll keep track of those.
I did not wink at Travis.
Another thing we keep track of are your ailments.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we were in bed the other night. And
it was last night, to be
Was it last
specific.
night? It was last night? So I was just about to fall asleep.
And I am chatty Kathy last night. So chatty.
Oh, my goodness. And all of a sudden,
time changes mess me up.
All of a sudden, the covers go flying off of me and I'm in the fetal, I'm in the fetal position, just trying to stay warm. The covers go flying off of me and I look over my shoulder and I see a knee go up in the air. And then I see Kelly grip the back of her knee and she goes, oh. And then she starts rubbing her kneecap. She's like, oh,
knee hurt.
I think there's a bubble under my kneecap.
It feels like there's a water bubble behind my kneecap. That's what it felt like. Now, is there a water bubble behind my kneecap? I don't know.
Under your kneecap.
What it felt like.
A bubble under your kneecap.
I don't know, Alan. When you say you have bubble guts, do you literally have bubbles in there?
Yes.
No.
Yes,
I'm just telling you.
Actually, I do.
That it felt like there was an air bubble, painful. That's what it felt like. A very painful air bubble behind my kneecap.
I'm just saying, add it to the list.
And then I asked
Alan,
it to the
list.
I said, is your kneecap attached to anything, or is it like floating around? Because I'm not really sure. And I don't know. If
you are an orthopedic surgeon or a doctor who specializes in joints or knees, email us at podcast@kellyandallen.com and let us know, is your kneecap, is it like just floating, or is it
hurt?
Is it attached?
It hurt really bad.
And what's behind it?
And when I was driving, it's like having that position with your knee kind of slightly bent with your foot on the gas pedal. It was hurting. So I don't know. It just was hurting. Look, y'all, I'm getting older and I'm accepting it to a point. But I'm really kind of upset about this upcoming birthday. It's the first time I've truly, I cried.
Whoa.
oh my gosh, the very first birthday I cried was my 27th birthday because I was working on my birthday at Ruby Tuesday in Smyrna, Georgia.
Oh, and you had your mom khakis on?
I was wearing khakis, my black tennis shoes with the non-slip sole because, greasy floors in the kitchen, you have to not slip.
Yeah.
And we had to wear khakis, but we also had to wear a button down, and it had to be a certain shade. It could either be a long sleeve button down. It could either be white, yellow, pale pastels, blue, pink, or light green. It had to be a pastel.
Were there pockets on the ass?
It didn't matter, and I don't remember that part, but we all had to wear this navy blue apron over it. And it had bib pockets in the front because you had to keep your pad for taking orders. I don't know what that's called. And then your money bag.
So definitely this wasn't the Hooters or tight ends or Bombshells type uniform.
But I loved working for Ruby Tuesday. I really did. And I stood there in the mirror and I just was getting ready for it. And I just started crying because I was like, this is not where I thought I'd be. It was not my 27th birthday. It was my 27th birthday? It was my 27th birthday. Yeah, it was 27.
Okay.
Doing the math.
Let's say it was around 27.
It was around 27.
Yeah.
Maybe it was 23. It was 23. It was my 23rd birthday. It was my 23rd birthday. I had to think. I'm sorry, honey. I had to think. It was my 23rd birthday. I think I said 27 because I'm about to be 57, so I got confused temporarily.
Okay.
That's part of my ailments. I'm losing my memory.
Right.
It's my 23rd
So it was your 23rd birthday. Not super important to the story, but to be accurate.
But that was the last time I cried when I turned an age.
Right.
It's because I wasn't where I wanted to be in my life at 23.
Right.
And so now it's not that I'm not where I want to be in my life. I'm happy where I am in my life, for the most part.
Oh, just winking at young men all the time.
Yeah, I could, yeah.
Coming home and not winking at me and.
Yeah. What he said. Anyway, but I'm about to be 57. And for the first time, I'm like, dang, that sounds old. That does, doesn't it? I'm 57.
I don't think so.
It sounds old to me. And then when I said that to somebody the other day, they were like, you were going to look back one day and wish you were 57. I'm like, yeah, I know that. Intelligently, I know that. But right now, this one's kind of like a little gut punch.
Yeah, well, there's always somebody older until...
And there's always somebody that's dead.
Until they...
Didn't make it to 57 and wish they made it to 57.
Yeah, until they stop having birthdays, and that's not a good thing, so...
So there's that. So this birthday is coming up. I'm really happy. My best friend since 5th grade, Tommy Jean, is flying in on the actual day. We're going to do I wasn't going to do a birthday this year. I was like, it's 57. Who cares? But because Tommy Jean's coming in, and I've had so many people ask, I guess they just assume I'm going to do something, and we're going to do a little get together now. But
well, the last couple of years we've been kind of on and off on the birthdays.
Yeah, because I figure like at this point in life, you only do birthdays that end in 0, right? I did do the double nickel birthday, but 50, then you do 60, then you do 70. You do 75. I guess after that point, you do every 5 years.
Those are the ones where you're just glad you're having a birthday.
Or are you? Are you like ready to hang it up? Like,
it depends on what kind
where you are in your life.
Depends on what kind of shape
where you
you're
are
in.
your
Yeah,
life. That's
yeah,
it.
Exactly.
So anyway, there's that.
I think you're doing great, babe. I think you.
Except for my knee, you're making fun of all my ailments.
Well, you got a bubble behind your kneecap. That's okay.
A little bit better
but I think
now.
you're very beautiful. You're going to be 57, and I think you look as young as you ever have.
Do you always? Oh, thank you. Do you always round up before your birthday? I've been saying I'm 57 for about 2 months now, even though it's not until. I guess I'm just getting used to wearing it. To answer your question, no kidding. I have gotten to the point where my birthdays and the number of my birthday is so insignificant to me. I have to stop and think.
I can't remember how old I am.
You have to stop and think sometimes.
Like I remember you threw a big party for me when I turned 50.
Yeah, it was a surprise and I pulled it off.
A surprise. I definitely remember that. Since like 51 and 52, no idea. What did we do last year for my birthday? No idea. What did we do the year before that? No idea. I cannot remember. That means we probably did nothing, right?
I'm sure we did.
I'm sure you and I went out to eat, but...
I can look back in my phone and tell you what we did.
Yeah.
I don't remember right now.
No, but I guess the point is...
What did we do for my birthday last year? I know. Nothing. I didn't want to do anything.
You didn't want to do anything.
But my friends get mad at me when I don't want to do anything for my birthday. So I have to do something. So I let one of them take me to lunch. I'm going to look back in my photos. I had to send, Alan's like, what is that video on your phone? I had to send a picture of the shoes I want to wear tomorrow to my stylist.
Are you seriously going to bring this up like on the podcast?
Yeah, I want to see what we did for your birthday last year. What are you asking me I'm going to bring up? I'm looking at what we did for your birthday. Well, apparently we went to
Papados with my family.
With your family. That's what we did.
Well, that's good. I like that.
That's what we did last year for your birthday.
Okay, real quick. We're going to bring it home for Jerome. Spring break review. So I guess last podcast I talked about...
We were on spring break. We were in the middle of it. We were on spring break,
yeah. I was going to take the boys. I was going to take Dylan fishing. We killed it. First time out, I think Dylan caught like 7. I caught like 1.
What were y'all catching?
Bass. We have a secret place we go. Can't tell anybody where we go. But it's in Frisco. And just threw out these little white grubs. Dylan, of course, with me. He always catches more. He's a good fisherman. And then we were going to go to the Mavericks game the next day. I think it was the next day. Well, they're playing Golden State. One of Dylan's favorite players plays for Golden State. His name's Steph Curry. That afternoon, we find out.
I hear you say, oh, no.
Yeah,
from
that
upstairs.
Steph Curry hurt his ankle and he wasn't going to play.
And the last time you took him to the very first Mavericks game, Luka
Doncic didn't play.
And that's the only player
and he was hurt the game before as well. So
yeah, so he didn't play. But this time Luka did play.
Yeah, Luka did play.
Steph Curry.
No, it was a great game. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. We had a great time. It's just, what kind of luck is that?
I know.
But anyway.
It's the Evans luck, as you've said.
I guess so. But it was fun. It was really a chill spring break. The boys, I even asked Cole, I said, are you sad we didn't go anywhere? He goes, no. I said, really? He goes, yeah, I just kind of wanted to stay home and do nothing.
See, and Emma Kelly is the exact opposite. She doesn't feel like she had a vacation if we don't go somewhere. And it's just like, but where do you want to go, Emma Kelly? She doesn't even know. She's just like, she sees her friends. They're all posting pictures from a cruise or of a beach and their fresh sunburns. And she's like, oh, I'm just staying here. I said, I promise I'll show you a good time. And I took her shopping and stuff like that. And now my 17-year-old daughter is obsessed with Lego.
Yeah.
And the plural of Lego, FYI, is Lego.
It's not Legos.
And people who love Lego will correct you if you say Legos.
Don't be saying it's Legos.
Don't be saying Legos.
It's Lego.
And she is obsessed with Lego. We were at some little store. Where were we? We're at some store. And they had a little table of Lego. And there was a little heart thing, just like a wall hanging. She's like, can I get that just for something to do? I'm like, yeah. It was like $10 or something, $12. I don't know. Just a little project. And she loved it. And she's like, I want more. So we went to the Lego store. And now she is Lego obsessed.
A lot of Legos.
She has a card table. Lego. She has a card table set up in her room. And she literally sits there for hours putting together Lego sets.
Well, where was Emma Kelly? We used to build Lego Lego all the time.
She didn't care until she actually did it. And she's just at a stage in her life. And now she's like, she doesn't want to just take them apart and put them away.
No.
So now I've got to go find shelves to put, honey, I got a project for you. Mm-hmm. We need to get floating shelves so she can display her Lego.
Is there any more wall space in there?
She's going to rearrange some things.
Okay.
Would you do that for her, please?
I can throw up a couple of shelves.
Thank you, darling.
But
because she did the
how many Lego sets are going to go up?
Alan, it's a lot. It's a lot. And she did for spring break, since I didn't take her anyway. I said, okay, I'll buy you a nice Lego set. And so she wanted the train from Harry Potter. Remember, we rode it at Universal.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of long, and I measured it. So we're going to need at least a 42-inch long shelf for that.
Oh, come on.
It's long. The shelf with the train track and the depot.
Good grief.
Yeah, so I've got to have at least... Oh, my knee's hurting again, honey.
Bubbles.
I don't know what's going on, y'all, with my knee.
I don't know, babe. You might need to go to that joint place again.
This isn't like that. It's not that kind of pain. It's like literally, it feels like water up underneath it. You can have water on your knee. I know that from the Operation game.
Bubbles.
Operation. Remember, they had water on the knee.
Yeah, I remember.
Maybe I do have a water bubble in my knee.
One of the things was water under the knee. No,
water on the knee.
Oh, come
yes.
on. No,
yes.
It was a funny bone.
It was water on the knee. A funny bone is in your elbow.
Oh.
And it was a little bucket because it was a bucket of water on your knee.
Really?
Yes.
I don't remember that. I just remember that if you touch the side.
I remember that.
No wonder kids from the 70s and 80s are so weird.
Why?
Playing games like that?
I don't think they're weird.
Not weird.
I think they're the most well-rounded.
Tough.
Yeah.
Not weird. Tough.
Yeah, most well-rounded.
Playing wheels off games like that.
That perfect moment in time when MTV was created and before we had cell phones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, we don't need to go because I'm, again, about to be 57. I sound old if I start talking about the good old days.
Start talking about the good old days?
Yeah, no, we won't do that.
All right, babe.
Well, I do want to say before we leave that the lovely young woman who has been putting together posting our podcast for us, I guess you say producing and editing it, Michaela, this is her last time that she's going to be posting our podcast, Alan.
She can't go anywhere. Where's Michaela going?
She's leaving.
Oh, come on.
She is leaving Yay Networks to take a job with Homeland Security. Michaela is leaving the nest. She wasn't with us very long, but it was very sweet. She's a wonderful young lady, and she's going to do a great job.
She did a wonderful job as far as I can tell.
Smooth sailing.
Oh, if we don't hear anything,
that's all we need to know.
That's all we need to know.
So anyway, we want to wish Michaela a bon voyage
yes.
and good luck with Homeland Security, whatever it is you're doing for them. It's probably top secret. I might get in trouble just for saying she's got a job with Homeland Security. I'm not sure.
Do we know who Michaela's replacement is?
I don't. Are you looking for some work? Anybody looking for some work?
No, I was just curious. I don't know if anybody
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not privy to all the information that goes on in the Yay Network podcast family, but that's what I do know. So bye, Michaela. Thank you.
Thank you, Michaela. You think Boss Man and El Presidente are working on that?
No.
No?
No, I don't.
Why? I hope they are.
Not their problem.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, babe. Well,
I got to go take a shower and tan my legs.
First podcast with the new setup. What do you think?
I love it. I hope it turns out all right. I know we've had some people who are watching in the live audience, which you can watch us record the podcast live on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel at A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. They're saying maybe the audio might be a little different this time, but we'll see. We'll get all the kinks worked out.
Yeah, so go like this video and subscribe to
Please do.
At A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. We're going to start posting we've already started posting some new videos there, and there'll be a lot more to come. So, especially with this new setup in here.
Yeah.
Kelly and I are going to do a lot more stuff.
Yeah,
so
we are.
That'll be fun. And follow us on the socials at the Alonzo 1971 on Instagram, at Kelly Raspberry on Instagram, Facebook.
I'm at Kelly Raspberry Evans on Facebook.
Yep. Find me on
Facebook. Showed some respect to my husband there, but not on my Instagram.
I don't have the TikTok. I had a lady today, a gal. She DM'd me and said, "This guy is impersonating you." And I said, "Where is that?" And she said, "On the TikTok." And I said, "I don't have the TikTok."
Yeah, they get you on Instagram too, and probably Facebook. I have a TikTok only because I didn't want somebody else to grab it with my name.
That is so. I can't tell you how annoying that is. Not that people are trying to be helpful. That part's not annoying. That part is very
people
helpful,
stealing your
and I appreciate
pictures.
that very much. The stealing the pictures, and I just don't get it, man.
It's about money. You are ethnically ambiguous and handsome, and I think that's what helps with your. I mean, I'm not trying, but people don't know if you're Hispanic or Italian or Greek. You're kind of like ethnically ambiguous, even though you are Filipino and white. Would you look at Alan and say, "Oh, he looks like a Filipino"? But I think that works for the women they're trying to dupe. Because you appeal to a lot of people's tastes.
A lot of European women.
Yeah.
I'll get these random messages from somebody in freaking Germany.
Yeah.
And she speaks very little English, and it's broken into German and English, and trying to understand, like, wait a minute, I thought I was talking to you. And I'm like, I'm sorry, ma'am.
But I wonder how they find you. You know, if they're talking to somebody who they think his name is Raphael Smith.
Raphael
or whatever.
Smith?
I'm just coming up with a name, Alan. But if they think they're talking to somebody who has this
like
name.
the Ninja Turtle?
I was trying to pick an ethnically ambiguous name.
Raphael Smith.
Whatever. Anyway, you're detracting from my point.
How about Donatello Jones?
Okay, Donatello Jones. If they think they're talking to this person, how do they deduce that it's actually Alan Evans in Plano, Texas?
I think the ones I've talked to or chatted with, they get suspicious and then they do a reverse search on the image.
I would not know how to do that.
You just go to the Google machine.
Yeah, and unfortunately, some people have sent these scammers money, and that's what's so sad. And I hope people don't think it's really you that's pulling those stunts. Does anybody ever accuse you of that, or they always say
no? They always they're either they're not sure and they're texting me or DMing me saying, "Hey, is this you?" Because I thought I was talking to you, and I'm like, "No, you were talking to me."
Well, one time
they've already sent the money. And the guy's left.
I know.
And they're upset. They're
that's why they Google searched you.
Yeah.
Like one time there was I don't remember, but the Instagram handle that they were using for you was like
Michelangelo Smith.
Like Gus. I'll just say Gus 1234.
Get on the bus.
And so
Gus.
I went to at Gus 123, and you know how it starts populating people that have, they'll start populating Gus 123s. Well, what happened was Gus 1234, 1235, 1236 started popping up,
right.
And it was a different man every time.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a number of men who their pictures get into this web, a dark web, I guess you'd call it, and I guess they use the most successful ones over and over and over again.
You remember years and years ago, even before the social media, the Nigerian prince emails?
Yeah. And, people are still falling for that to this day.
You know why they kept sending those?
Because they work.
Because they work.
They work. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess you get to a certain age, you just feel like nobody would be that cruel. And I don't know. But it's just a shame. And I'm sorry if anybody's been duped by Alan. But it's not Alan.
Well, it wasn't me, but yeah, I'm sorry
but
too.
You should be kind of flattered that your picture is so popular.
No, it's not at all. It's very annoying.
I know.
It's very, very annoying and upsetting.
Well, nobody's using my name to hook the young whippersnappers I'm winking at.
Well,
obviously that I'm not an effective catfish.
Well, people would recognize you. See, I'm incognito enough to where, they can use my picture.
It's so funny because they use lots of pictures of you and the kids.
I know. That's
never one with me, the wife.
Well, yeah, that'd be
a giveaway.
And some of the people that, have contacted me are like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, I see you're married." And I'm like, "Well, yeah."
The scariest thing that ever happened to me was way back in the MySpace days. If you remember that, Emma Kelly was just an infant. She was not even a year old, I think. And some of my listeners recognized that this other woman was using pictures of Emma Kelly, and she was coming up with this. It was all Emma Kelly, but she was coming up with the story how sick her baby was and that her baby eventually died. And that freaked me out because I'm like, if this woman knows who I am, and she's twisted like that, would she do something? That really freaked me out when she was using Emma Kelly's pictures. But we reported her and got her banned from MySpace at that point. But that was really twisted.
It's wrong.
Yeah, it's like, why? But I guess, people are desperate for attention, or if not attention, money.
Yeah. All right, babe. Well, on that note, it's not a real uplifting. What do I got? A fuzz on my head?
Got a hair.
On my nose?
I got it.
There's a hair on the microphone?
Yeah, it was like fuzz. It's okay. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for listening. I appreciate you.
Yeah. This was fun, babe. Got anything else?
No, I really got to go get my stuff ready for tomorrow and point out the shoes you're supposed to wear.
Yeah, I need to know what chuka boots I'm supposed to wear.
I don't know the name of it. It's
Combat.
Like it's a Chelsea boot. A Chelsea boot.
I don't think I own a pair of Chelsea boots.
Well, you have some, I think.
I think a Chelsea boot's like a 3/4 slip-on. Isn't that what it is?
Well, you have one that I don't know. Anyway, I'll go show you. I'll go point at it.
Okay. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately.
I love y'all.
I love our new setup desperately.
I know you do.
I like this.
So proud.
This is good. This looks good. I might just hang out in here for a while.
Well, can I go show the shoes to you first, then you can come back in here and hang out? I got to get ready for bed.
But I am sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye.